Alright, so you've just taken delivery of your brand new 2025 Tesla Model 3. This is a big deal. The first thing you'll notice is there's no key. Not a traditional one anyway. Instead, you get a thin credit card-like key card. You also set up your smartphone to act as the primary key. This is a classic Tesla quirk. To unlock the car with the card, you tap it right on the B pillar, which is the post between the front and rear doors. You'll hear a little thunk, and the flush door handles will present themselves. It's a very cool, very futuristic first impression that sets the tone for the entire experience. Forget everything you know about fumbling for keys in your pocket. Now, once you're inside, you might be looking for an ignition button. A big red start-stop button maybe? Well, you won't find one. This is another major quirk. The car is essentially on the moment you sit down with a valid key, your phone or the card, and press the brake pedal. The giant center screen will light up, the climate control will kick in, and the car is ready to go. There is no engine to turn over, no rumble, no drama. It's completely silent. This can be very strange for first-timers, but you get used to the quiet readiness of an electric vehicle very, very quickly. It's a feature that feels like a glimpse into the future of automobiles. So, how do you actually put it in drive? Again, Tesla does things differently. Look at the steering column. On the right side, there's a stalk. This is your gear selector. It's incredibly simple and intuitive once you understand its purpose. To go forward, you push the stalk all the way down once for drive. To go backward, you push it all the way up once for reverse. Pushing it halfway up or down engages neutral. And to put the car in park, you simply press the button on the very end of that same stalk. It's a brilliant piece of design that cleans up the center console area, leaving more room for storage and a clean look. This entire startup process is designed to be seamless and almost invisible. The car just knows you're there and it's ready for you. The lack of traditional steps, turning a key, pushing a button, pulling a clunky lever, is what makes the Model 3 feel so different. It's less about performing a series of mechanical actions and more about simply getting in and telling the car where you want to go. It's a fundamental shift in how we interact with our cars, and it's one of the most interesting features of owning a Tesla. This is the kind of stuff that makes these cars so compelling to so many people around the world. Let's talk about the driving experience itself, because it's just as unique as getting the car started. You have two pedals, an accelerator and a brake. Simple. However, the accelerator pedal does more than just make you go faster. The Model 3 uses something called regenerative braking. This means that as soon as you lift your foot off the accelerator, the car starts to slow down on its own, almost like you're lightly pressing the brake. This is because the electric motor is working in reverse to recapture energy and send it back to the battery. You can actually drive with just one pedal most of the time, only using the physical brake pedal for more sudden or complete stops. It's a feature you'll want to get used to. As for steering, the wheel itself is small, sporty, and feels great in your hands. It's very direct and responsive. You can even adjust the steering feel through the center touchscreen. You can choose between comfort, standard, and sport modes. Comfort makes the steering very light and easy, perfect for parking lots. Sport mode makes it heavier and more direct, which is great for more spirited driving on curvy roads. Most people will probably just leave it in standard. The two scroll wheels on the steering wheel are also multifunctional. The left one typically controls your music, and the right one is for autopilot speed and follow distance, which is a very cool feature we'll get to later. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, that enormous touchscreen in the middle of the dashboard. This screen controls almost everything in the car. Your speed is displayed in the top left corner. Below that are your main controls for things like your music, navigation, and phone. The bottom of the screen has a persistent dock for your climate controls. Adjusting the temperature, fan speed, and even the direction of the air vents is all done with a tap and a swipe. It's like using a giant iPad. And while it might seem intimidating, the user interface is surprisingly intuitive and easy to learn. This screen is where you'll find all the car's settings and fun features. Want to open the glove box? There's a button for that on the screen. Need to adjust your side mirrors? You do that through a menu on the screen, then use the left scroll wheel on the steering wheel to make the adjustments. It's a very different philosophy, replacing dozens of physical buttons with one central command center. This minimalist approach is a defining characteristic of the Model 3, and spending a few minutes exploring the various menus before your first drive is highly recommended. It's where all the cool stuff lives. One of the most talked about features of any Tesla is, of course, Autopilot. This is not a fully self-driving system, and it's very important to remember that. Think of it as a very advanced driver assist system. To engage it, you press down on the right-hand gear selector stalk twice, quickly. You'll hear a chime and see a blue steering wheel icon appear on the screen. Now, the car will maintain its speed and keep itself centered in its lane. It uses a combination of cameras and sensors to see the road markings and the cars around you. It's an incredible feature, especially for long highway drives or in stop-and-go traffic. While using Autopilot, you must keep your hands on the steering wheel and pay attention to the road at all times. The car will remind you to apply a little pressure to the wheel every so often to make sure you're still engaged. This is a crucial safety measure. The system is designed to reduce your workload as a driver, not to replace you. You can adjust your set speed and the following distance to the car in front of you using the right scroll wheel on the steering wheel. To disengage Autopilot, you can either gently push up on the gear stalk, tap the brake pedal, or take over by steering manually. It's a seamless and easy-to-use system once you understand its capabilities and limitations. Beyond the convenience of Autopilot, the Model 3 is packed with active safety features that are always working in the background to protect you. These systems use the same suite of cameras to provide features like automatic emergency braking, which can apply the brakes if it detects an imminent collision with a car or a pedestrian. It also has forward collision warning and lane departure avoidance, which will alert you and can provide gentle steering corrections to keep you from unintentionally drifting out of your lane. These features come standard and make the Model 3 one of the safest cars on the road today. These safety systems provide an incredible sense of security when you're driving. The car is constantly scanning its surroundings, creating a 360-degree bubble of awareness. You can even see a real-time visualization of what the car sees on the touchscreen, showing you animations of the cars, trucks, and even traffic cones around you. It's a constant, visible reminder of the technology at work. This is a massive part of the Tesla ownership experience, knowing that the car isn't just a passive vehicle, but an active partner in keeping you and your passengers safe on every journey you take. Sooner or later, you're going to need to charge your Model 3. This is probably the biggest change for anyone coming from a gasoline-powered car, but it's much simpler than you think. The best way to charge is at home, overnight. You can have a Tesla wall connector installed in your garage for the fastest home charging speeds, or you can simply use the included mobile connector to plug into a standard household outlet. You just plug it in when you get home, and you wake up every morning with a full tank. You set your charging schedule and limit right from the touchscreen or the Tesla app on your phone. When you're on a road trip, you'll use Tesla's supercharger network. This is, without question, a major feature. The car's navigation system is brilliant at planning your route, telling you exactly which superchargers to stop at and for how long. When you arrive, you just back into the spot, grab the connector from the charging station, and plug it into your car's charge port. The car communicates with the charger automatically, and billing is handled through your Tesla account. It's unbelievably easy. A typical supercharging stop might take 20 to 30 minutes, which is a perfect amount of time to stretch your legs or grab a snack. Parking the Model 3 is also made easier by its technology. Because of the car's excellent visibility and the large backup camera display that automatically appears on the screen when you shift into reverse, maneuvering into tight spots is surprisingly easy. The screen shows you dynamic guidelines that curve as you turn the steering wheel, showing you exactly where you're headed. Additionally, the car's ultrasonic sensors will give you both audible beeps and a visual distance reading in inches on the screen, letting you know precisely how close you are to objects around you. This takes all the guesswork out of parallel parking or backing into a snug garage space. Finally, a quick word on Sentry Mode. This is one of the coolest security features of any car, period. When you park and walk away, you can enable Sentry Mode from the touchscreen or your app. This uses the car's external cameras to monitor its surroundings. If someone gets too close or touches the car, it will flash its lights and display a warning on the screen. If a more serious threat is detected, like a window breaking, the car will blast music at full volume and send an alert to your phone. It records the entire event, giving you an unparalleled level of security and peace of mind when you have to leave your shiny new Model 3 parked somewhere.